Hi everyone, it's Denise with Wondubar Crafts. I am going to work on week 40 and hopefully 41 of the Margarete Miller's um, weekly collage or planner, collage planner. Yeah, it's that mouthful you have to say every time. So, well, you don't have to say it, but so you know what we're doing today. So I'm going to start with week 40. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully I will get this all wrapped up today and I can finish up that other little snowman quilt and wall hanging and get moving on with some other projects because I think today I'm supposed to get the remainder of those fabric journal covers from Crafty Cat today. So that'll be fun to sit down and try and plan out some different things to do with those. And like I said, I'm going to try and start on that other journal there. So, okay. So let's go ahead and get started with this one here. Oh, bunch of stuff today. So, all right. I am supposed to get my new ruler today in the mail. It says it's out for delivery, so hopefully I can, oh, here it is. I was just say if I can find the other one. So how's everyone? Good, I hope. All right, so I'll be happy to get a new one. Hopefully that one does not bend or doesn't get bent, because those things, when I first got my first set, I got it from Tuesday Morning, and it was literally half the cost of what I paid for it on Amazon. Is that not crazy? I mean, come on, people. That's just nuts, if you ask me. Alrighty. Now let's see, what side are we still on this side, or do we start a new side? I think we start a new side. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess, yeah, this one, because this is my little pocket there. I need to make sure that I pull out. I'm sorry, it's going to jiggle a little bit. My circle punch for that. All right. Oh, and we'll get this glued down and then go through the props. That's going to go there. Oh, today it was cold this morning. We're supposed to get our first frost tonight into tomorrow. And then, so I got to go out and cover we've got one faucet that isn't, like a spigot that isn't a, like the frost has the long frost thing on it. And I didn't get a chance. I called several plumbers. No one calls you back because they're so swamped because I think they're the only plumbers working. So you got to continuously call, and I just don't have the time to sit there and call 2 or 3 times a day to leave a message or to harass somebody like that. I don't know, it makes me feel weird to do that kind of thing. So we just bought one of those little styrofoam cup things that you put over it. And hopefully that'll do good. And then we got to we got like a little outdoor light that just holds, it will generate just enough heat in our well house to keep it from freezing. Although it's not supposed to like stay frozen like that it's just supposed to be our first frost. So I think we're only supposed to get like an hour of below freezing temperature, if that. So won't be too bad tonight. We got wood stacked up just in case we need it. And I don't think we will, but you never know. Power goes out. I have my kitchen had like one of those big kitchen fireplaces, and then they set it up to heat the house with it, and then they later installed a wood burning stove in it. So put an insert in there because that thing is huge. It's a big fireplace in there, so it's got like fans that you can turn on if you want, but if you lose electricity, obviously you can't. But even that will it'll heat the house pretty good. Maybe not so much back in these back rooms, but it will keep the kitchen and the living room and all that nice and toasty warm if needed. So I need to get like one of those propane generators, the propane activated, so that we have it. Anyway, so let's see, props and illustration. So all of these are illustrations, so I thought they all kind of work in that same aspect. So and then something with first, I got a little dog, and he's underneath the table where they like to sleep and wait till you drop the food. You know how that is. Okay. So we got our little puppy, our pepper doos. That like Scooby-Doo. Just try to take some of the whiteness off there. There we go. All right, and then it says math symbols. So I had Crafty Cat has a stencil that has like the asterisk and the equal sign and the percent. So we'll do something like that on there somewhere. A postage stamp. So instead of using a typical postage stamp, what I thought is we could make our own with something in here. I have all this scrap stuff, and you know what I mean. So again, this one's just got a plain. It doesn't have like writing paper on the back. It is that one. These are all pieces that I've been that I need to get under the sewing machine after I get done, and kind of dress them up a little bit and make them into journaling cards and that kind of thing. So, and if you guys are curious, these are those, you get them at Michael's. A lot of, they're for pictures, but I also use them to keep my, here, I'll show you. I got the rainbow colored ones because when I went to order them, I ordered them originally for my seeds. So I keep all my seeds for my garden in them. And the great thing is, you can put what they are here and keep your seeds in here. And they, so they're not all over the place or in bags or whatever. But then I had extra ones of these cases because you get the case for it. And so I keep my die cuts in them, and then I just mark what they are. And then that one, but when I purchased them originally, they didn't have any clear ones like that. All they had was the rainbow colored ones. So I've gotten those. But then I have another box of these, and these are great to keep these bits in, and so I can just slide them over there. But I also use them for like scraps, so if I'm working on clusters or whatever. But the great thing is, this is magnetic, so like I can keep my sewing needles in there if I'm working a project, so I keep my thread and whatever here, and just take it out in the living room while I'm watching TV. And so all I did was took some Fabri-Tac and took some of those strips of magnets and cut them and just glued it on the top there. So they're really great little boxes. So anyway, back to, I figured we could use one of these and make our own little stamp. The sun. So we have the sun, the sun, the sun, the sun. And I figured we could fussy cut this one out hopefully real quick. I don't know if any of you guys have watched like the Dexter on Showtime, or when they had it on Netflix, And when I first started watching, I kind of had reservations about watching it, but ended up I kind of really got into the show. And then I guess now I hated the way it just stopped so abruptly. It annoyed me. I hate when programs do that and then they don't come back and do another. They don't explain themselves, and it's just kind of one of those things, right? Those massive cliffhanger. So now I guess on the 7th of November they're going to come out with a new series, a new season, kind of more explaining about what happened to him and all the years later his son grows up, and yeah. So I am interested in seeing that. I just think that is going to be really cool. So, all right, there's our sun. Okay, and then a food item. So I just thought it would be cute considering that this week, week 40 is very, very close to, I do believe it will be like October time frame. So, or the end of September. So, the one thing that everybody gets into is the pumpkin. And I am not a big, believe it or not, I am not a big pumpkin lover. I will grow pumpkins, and I do canned pumpkin, and I do it mainly so that I have pumpkin for either soup, to add to make a winter squash soup, or banana bread, or not banana bread, pumpkin bread. But other than that, I am not a pumpkin latte lover. Sorry for those of you who do and that are into it. My taste bud says no thank you. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm just not into it. And I know a lot of people, to them, that's that warmth of you know, fall. It says, you know, hey, we're into, you know, back in getting into sweater and sweatshirt season and all that, which is great because I like fall. It's one of my, it is actually my favorite season because of the colors. And I do love spring too. So anyway, I thought, well, we got that. So what I was thinking is we could do like, oh, it's backing up into the dog onto the table, you know, something like that with the sun shining like that. And then we'll do a nice little postage stamp. We got to stencil something. We'll stencil a couple things all over so that way we'll kind of take all that off. And then we'll make a little postage stamp, which I think would be fun to do. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can find an orange since we're going to kind of do some pumpkins here. I got tea dyed. I don't really want tea dyed. Barn door. Bright persimmons. Kind of an orangey color, isn't it? It's a fall color. All right, we'll do it that way. So, asterisk here. Maybe a 1 times 7. All right. There's one there. This isn't exactly a math number, but we'll do something there. Doesn't have to be like an equation on this side. We're just kind of trying to fill some gaps there. Right. Break up some of that color. There we go. All right, so let's go with 4. I probably should have used a smaller brush for this one. I'm thinking 4 plus. If I can fit that 5 in there. There it'll go. It'll go there. Trying to stay out of that plus sign again. Yeah. All right, 4 plus 5. Right. Will equal 9. I don't know why. Just whatever. And then maybe we'll come down here and do a few little things here and there. It's cute though. I mean, right? Okay, I think I'm done. My fingers are orange, pomegranate, persimmon, whatever. They say it's persimmon. I guess it is quite persimmon-y. It's that stage between orange and red, that burnt, it's like a burnt orange. Okay, so we got that in there. So we have our math equational thing. And now we need Mr. Puppadoos. Those are Puppadoos. Our Puppadoos. Oh, let's definitely get the trucks a make. Yeah. Yeah, I got up this morning, went to post office, and my tire indicator was telling me I had a low tire, so I have to pump it up, and I like this license plate, says grateful. And hope that, gosh darn it, they're right in them corners again. Hope that, it's just because it dropped in temperature, you know what I mean? And then it got a little low. Because I hate to see what new tires are going to cost me on that thing. All right, that. Let's put a sunshine there. We don't need it too far up in the corner, I don't think, do we? A little bit askew. Okay, so now what we want to do is put something on here that's a stamp, right? I have this imagine we could cut that out and make it like a little postage stamp. What do you guys think? I say yeah. All right. So I got my little crafty scissors that have those, has that edge that makes it look like a post, you know, that, what do they call that? Fluted edge. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This little postage stamp. I think we should cut another piece of paper and put it behind it. So it looks like a postage stamp, like, you know, it has like a border on there. What do you guys think? Do we have time? Oh, yeah, we have a couple minutes. All right, let's see. All right, so let's do this. Let's glue it on here. Right. just gauge. Trying to get it lined up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so then it kind of looks like a little outline to a postage stamp, right? And then oh, put that imagine right there. Not our 100% best, but it does look cute. To me, it looks cute. I like it. Okay, so we have in week 40, and we need to stamp, right? 40. Where's my little stamp? We'll do this in a different color. Where are we going to put it? Where are we going to put it? Where to put it? We can do it right here. And I think I'm going to use this, and I think I'm going to use a walnut stain on that one. I'm hoping these are still, yeah, they're still dark. Okay. And 0. Week of 40. Okay. Now my fingers are filthy. All right, so we have an illustration. We actually have quite a few of them, and we have something with fur, which is our puppy, underneath the bench or the table. We have a math symbols. We have numerous. A postage stamp. We made our own, and the sun, and a food item, which is pumpkin. But I think one thing we are missing is if we're going to say that that's a postage stamp, we need to put a price on it, right? Because let's face it, we all know stamps are not free. So we'll just say it is a 15-cent. $0.15. There we go. A 15-cent stamp, because we all know postage is not free. It's crazy expensive. So, all right. So, give me a second, guys. That is 40. Give me a second here to. Oh, we need to punch our little hole over here, right? For the, because we put a little. A little thumb thing here. Sorry. So we would have a little pouch in there for anything that we needed to do for this quarter, because I have one at the beginning, one in the middle, one here, and hopefully we'll be able to do one at the end. So, okay, so let me move that. Give me a second to get everything put away and pulled out for 40, and we'll be right back. Okay, so you might have seen it changes a little bit. So we have now a new slate because we just get done doing 40. And now we're going to do 41. So let's get our prompts out for this one. Okay. And ta-ta-ta. This one will be a good one too, I think. And then this one we start on the other side. So we're going to put our collage on this side and our top stuff and our weekly planner portion on the other. Still waiting for the mail to come. Get my new ruler. Yay. That will be fun. But you know, I don't even use the other two. So, I mean, I don't know. It just seems very expensive to, you know, this will be the only, I will keep a hold of this one though, just in case. And I'll see what I can do to maybe try and heat it again. And I'll put something very, very heavy on it for a long time. And see if we can't get it to straighten back out again. But still, you know, I only ever use one ruler. I think I might have used the other one. I've used this side before, but it's rare. So, not doing the notes, I don't think. This one, oh yeah, I do. I have it right here. So, I'm excited to start some new journals. So. Not that I haven't had fun with this. I just needed something to get me kind of back into that groove, you know, where you out of it for a little bit and then you're like, okay, what do we do again? You know, so this kind of helped me kind of get some of my creative juices flowing, you know. How that is. Oh, maybe you don't. I guess making a lot of assumption on that arena. Okay, so glue. I think I'm gonna do a little stamping over the top of this. Sorry, my apologies, my watches. I turned my phone ringer off. And sometimes if I get a text message or whatever, I think this is like one of those, hey, you almost made your goal. Just stand for another 20 minutes and you'll be fine. piece again. Gosh darn it. I think it's I don't get the corners sometimes because you know when you know that sometimes that glue gets a little it likes to like goop up on your thing because it catches a corner and it digs into your glue. Yeah, I don't want to waste my glue that way. So let's see. I know we're supposed to have music in today's. So might do a couple different stampings in this. So let's do an ink blot. And this just to kind of break up the background before we get started. Let's see. Wrong way, guys. Because it does help to put it on the right way. Yes. I tried to clean it off, but to run it through some stuff, cutting it off. All right, what color are we wanting to do now? I'm thinking I like a purple. We got aged mahogany. That's kind of not really purpley though. Seedless preserves. How about some dusty Concord? Yeah, I like that purpley. And I'm going with the purple. You'll see why later. You may, yeah, I don't know if you've already seen it. Okay, ink blot, and that's really wet. Wow. It was kind of wet that bit. All right, let's act like, okay, so if we did it this way, it would be that way, right? So how do we get, well, it's going to be upside down, whatever. I don't think it'll kind of make that big of a deal to make it look like it was across both sides, right? Wow, it really splotched right there, didn't it? Okay, that's got to get clean for sure, and that's got to get dry. So, let me see if I can pat it. I'll let it dry. There. I don't know if it's the oxide that it's because it's a wetter maybe ink. It doesn't. I mean, it dries okay, but it needs to be cleaned. Yeah. Sorry. Moving again. All right, so we are doing that corner again. Goodness. Okay. A tool. So what I did was I printed a tuning fork because it is a tool, and you'll see why I chose a tuning fork for this. And then we will also need a doll or a toy. Which I have chosen my favorite. She went everywhere with me. When I got her, I begged for that doll. Begged for it. Raggedy Ann, right? I don't know. Maybe some of you don't know what that is. I'm sure most of you probably do. She was my favorite dolly. And I still have one, and my sister has one. And we argue constantly because, well, not constantly, but we did over whose doll it was. And, you know, I had told her, I said, well, I drew a heart because you could take her little clothes off, you know. I drew a heart where her heart was supposed to go. And so we undressed the two dolls, and lo and behold, mine has a little heart on it. She was like, oh, okay. But I have mine, and she has hers in a box. But, and my mom kept them for us. And then when she passed, Heather, my sister couldn't get it home. So I have it in a box in my spare room so it doesn't, you know, all sealed up. I thought about mailing it, but these things are very hard to get, you know, to come by, and all I need is somebody stealing that, and then I'm going to end up having to forfeit mine to give her, you know, so no. She can, next time she drives out this way to visit her granddaughter, she can take it home with her then. And then I'm not responsible for it eating longer, right? Okay. Okay. So we got our doll, and then it says something cold. Well, the first thing that popped in my mind when I was like, something cold, like an ice cold tall glass of lemonade. Is that what they're talking about? And so that is what I, so she looks like she's fixing to go and dance. She got all her flowers. She can go dancing. And let's see. And then so I downloaded this from the internet. So but I am using it for personal, not for private or for sale, if I can get the edges torn off of it. Okay. So I have something cold would be a nice cold glass of lemonade, right? And this one is since 1934. So it's nice and, you know, I couldn't find a graphic with a, so lemonade and a Fortuna. Okay. And then it says a playing card either side So I already have these that I have made. I used, I think, Crafty Cat's, her Vintage Ladies there. I don't remember what digital it was, but then I did like some stuff on the back. So you could use it either way. So let's do this. Let's make it a tag that we can slide in there. All right. And we'll add a little piece of let's see. I don't have any purple right just yet, but can use that. And instead of gluing, I'm going to staple it. Because I don't want to pull out my Fabri-Tac just yet. It's all, because like I said, I'm still trying to get some other stuff. I got stuff moved to the floor because I'm using the sewing machine, but I can't wait to get my new sewing table. I don't know how, I'm hoping it's not going to be too drastic of a change to try and get for my table, because like this one, my sewing table, the back side comes up so you can use it as a cutting board, but I also use it as my crafting table. And I have another card. I know I have some other card. Which ones do I want to use? I guess I'll just use what's in there. All right. Actually, we may put that on that side so we can pull it out there. Yeah. All right. Maybe. Maybe. Well, guess it helps if we get the staples all the way to the top, huh? Yeah. It normally works really good when you do that, Denise. When the tool works the way it's supposed to. There we go. Okay. And then, let's see. Then we need sheet music. So I have a little bit of sheet music here. Actually, it's talking about doing this security envelope design on here. And honestly, you guys, I don't think I'm going to be able to fit it. I mean, I guess I could do some other stuff in there, but it's a bonus. So I think I'm going to skip on the bonus this week. Just this week. Only because I've got so much other stuff here already. So I don't know. Why did I stapled it on that side too? And I said, let's staple it on the other side, right? Dur, Denise, dur. Derpy, derpy, dur. Because you're ding dong. Ding dong. I don't know. Maybe we'll do it like that, and then we'll just do like a small pocket. We can leave that portion unglued. And then I've got a piece of this old sheet music that we're going to use. And it is old and patinaed. So but that's why I got a Fortuna, you know, you get it, the music and the, yeah, okay. Yeah, you get it. Yeah, you get it. All right. All right, so let's see here. What? I'm going to put that there. All right. And I wanted a little bit of purple because she's kind of like that purple. And so, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted something different than just brown. You know, vintage photo-y. Give it a little bit of color. To beat. And then get those corners. Get those corners. All right, the tuning fork. It's getting harder. This thing is, look at how thick it is. I love it. Okay, so we want to put that there. And so we want to put that in there, between that there and there. Yeah, there was a lot of ink that still transferred in it. Wow. All right, so I need to come over a little more. And do. All right. Get as much of this covered. It's a big piece. Okay. Oh boy. See if we can't get some of that glue off of there from my sticky little fingers. There we go. All right, and then this should fit right in there. Okay. And then we got Miss Raggedy Ann here. Let's put her on with some glue since I've already got it open and I'll build it off. So I need to. I started using my hammer mill 60-pound there, and it's not quite as thick as cardstock, but it is heavier than normal paper. So plus I think it prints much better on it. Sometimes paper's okay, like if you're going to do a larger piece or something like that, and you know, then that way you can use that glue. But all right, we're going to put Miss Raggedy Ann there. Yeah, I mean, I tried to figure out what I was going to do. I thought at first I'd have enough room to do all that with that in there with the playing card for the envelope, but I don't know, I just didn't, we can line through that. So let's find our marker here. And we will line through and say we did not use a security bonus security envelope design. So we did not do that this week. There we go. Something's on my marker there. It's like that felty piece that's, there we go. It's gonna stick to my finger and do all that stuff. So anyway, all right. So then we need a 40 and a 1. 4, 1, 4, 1. Now let's do little ones. All right. Let's see. 4 and 1. Can we pick it both up on the same one here? I think so. Oh, let's do it in another dark stain again. How about some gathered twig? It's a little bit darker, I think. Yeah. $41. There we go. All right. So, I need to clean that one too. Well, finish the video, right? Okay. So, we have a tool, which is the Fortuna, or the Fortuna, the tuning fork Fortuna. A dollar toy. So we have Raggedy Ann here. She was my favorite doll growing up. Something cold, some lemonade, a playing card either side. Well, you can look at either side now. Okay. And then sheet music, and then I forewent the bonus of the security envelope design. So, anyhow, guys, so there you go. There is week 41. So we got accomplished week 40 and 41. Okay. So, oh my gosh, guys, what? 42, 43, 44, three more, and I am caught up. Ooh. So hopefully you'll join me for 42 and hopefully 43, and we will have some more fun crafting then. All right. So plenty of hugs, loves, and blessings. Mwah. Bye, guys.